Hello everyone. Today we will discuss a very important topic of physics which we use in NEET and JEE. The name of topic: how to find electric flux. The method which I give, the tricky revision by formula. So welcome to our online platform SP lesson. So without any wasting time, let's start it. So first of all, I give the introduction of electric flux. The number of electric field lines that pass through a surface is directly proportional to flux of electric field through the area. Mathematically, we use phi equals to E vector dot A vector. This formula is when used where the electric field is uniform and the surface in planar. In general, we use phi equals to E vector dot area vector integrated. According to Gauss law, the phi equals to q inside over epsilon naught. This is called Gauss law, and the q inside is the charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface. Firstly, we see the electric field is parallel to the area vector. Remember this thing, the area vector is always perpendicular to the plane and outward. In this situation, the E vector and area vector are parallel to each other, so the angle between E and A is 0, so the flux is phi equals to EA. In this situation, E and A are 90 degrees to each other, so the flux phi equals to 0. In the third situation, you see the electric field lines making an angle theta with area vector, so the phi equals to EA cos theta. So now see the first case. When the dipole is present in the Gaussian surface, so the total charge minus q and plus q 0, so the phi equals to 0. Now the second case, the charge q1, q2 and minus q3 are in the Gaussian surface and q4 is outer from the Gaussian surface. So when the flux calculated, only the charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface is concluded. So phi equals to q1 plus q2 minus q3 divided by epsilon naught. Remember one thing, the flux is only produced by the charges enclosed by the Gaussian surface, but the electric field is produced both of the charges, outer side of the Gaussian surface and inside by the Gaussian surface. Remember this thing. Third question, when a cone is present in electric field like this is the base of cone and this is the lateral surface, this is the radius of cone, this is the height, and this is the making an angle theta. So the phi base equals to EA cos theta, and the E vector and A vector are in the same direction, so theta equals to 0, so EA cos 0 equals to EA E into pi r square. Because the total flux is equals to 0, so the phi lateral is equals to minus phi base equals to minus EA equals to minus E into pi r square. Next, go through the concept. When the hemispherical body is present in the uniform electric field, so you see the phi circular part and the phi curved part both equals to 0. So the phi curved part equals to minus of phi circular part. So the angle between a electric field and area vector is 180. So the phi equals to minus EA cos 180. Cos 180 equals to minus 1. So the flux is EA equals to E into pi r square. Same thing when the hemispherical surface is present in the non-uniform electric field, then we found the flux through the phi circular part, which is equals to minus of phi curved part because totally equals to 0. So the phi circular is equals to minus E into the area of curved surface equals to 2 pi r square cos 0. So cos 0 equals to 1, so the phi circular part equals to minus 2 pi r square into E. The most famous question, when the charge q is present at the center of the cube, so the phi total equals to q upon epsilon naught. The phi surface, the phi 1 surface equals to q upon 6 epsilon naught. The phi edge equals to q upon 8 epsilon naught, and the phi core equals to q upon 12 epsilon naught. Remember this thing, very important question. Next question, when the charge q is present at the one face of the cube, so when we enclose this charge, we want another imaginary cube like this. So the phi total, or I say the phi belongs to 2 cube equals to q upon epsilon naught, or phi cube, the phi 1 cube equals to q upon n epsilon naught. N is the enclosed surface, so here is the 2 surface, so equals to q upon 2 epsilon naught, or phi enclosed by the 5 faces. Now next trick, when the charge presence is distance a by 2 from a square like this, so the flux passed to the square equals to q upon 6 epsilon naught, because इस चार्ज को इनक्लोज करने के लिए 6 फेसेस requirement होंगे, just like making a cube. Second, when the charge is present in a cube like this, so the phi cube equals to q upon 4 epsilon naught. And the most important case is when the charge q is present on the edge of a cube. So the phi ABCD of phi DCHG and phi BCHE means 1, 2 and 3 surface equals to q upon 24 epsilon naught. The total charge or total flux of the cube equals to q upon 8 epsilon naught. And the third, phi ABEF, phi ADGP and phi FGHE equals to 0. No flux passing through this. Please like, subscribe and share this channel, and write in the comment box the topic which you want the trick of physics. Thank you.